Okay, so see the list. My voice is audible to all.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, see the some wavelength range that is observed or passes through atmospheric window. So wavelength shorter than 0.1 micrometer that is observed by nitrogen and other gaseous compound. That means above the 0.1 micrometer wavelength range radiation passes through which one? Passes through nitrogen and gas component. So that nitrogen and gaseous layer is atmospheric window for wavelength range greater than 0.1 micrometer. Similarly, wavelength shorter than 0.3 micrometer, that is X-ray, gamma rays, and part of ultraviolet rays, that is observed by ozone layer. Okay, so ozone layer is not atmospheric window for X-ray, gamma rays, or any rays that is less than 0.3 micrometer. But if wavelength is greater than 0.3 micrometer, then there is also atmospheric window for that particular wavelength. Here, similarly, if visible part of spectrum that is little obstruction occurs, visible range that is very less observed. Most of visual range that is up to 700 micrometers that is passes at the window is all atmospheric window is for visual range. Next is the oxygen in the atmosphere causes absorption centered at 6.3 micrometers and infrared radiation mainly observed by water vapor and carbon dioxide molecules. So infrared is observed by water vapor and carbon dioxide molecules. That means layer of water vapor and carbon dioxide molecules is not atmospheric window for which one? For red radiation. Okay, most observed by atmosphere, that is for infrared region, means wavelength greater than infrared rays is observed by atmosphere. Microwave region observation is nil. So microwave radiation is fully passes through any type of atmospheric window. Clear? So these are about atmospheric. Next is the energy interaction in Earth atmosphere. So sensor selection for remote sensing. How we select sensor for remote sensing system? So the sensitivity of the available sensor, the available atmospheric window in the spectral range considered, and the spectral range of the sensor is selected by considering the energy interaction with the feature under investigation and the source magnitude and the spectral composition of the energy available in the particular range. Multispectral sensors sense simultaneously through multiple narrow wavelengths and that can be located at various points in visible thermal spectral region. So these are about interaction with electromagnetic radiation to the Earth atmosphere. That is the reflection, absorption, and transmission. So this black layer is the atmosphere, Earth atmosphere. Okay. So how's the electromagnetic rays reflect, observe, and transmit from the Earth's atmosphere? Okay. Some rays are transmit, some rays are fully observed, and some rays are reflect. So these are the process of energy interaction with Earth atmosphere. First is the process in such a way that the angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. So this is the simple reflection process. Also for electromagnetic radiation. So electromagnetic energy is incident on the surface. It may get reflected or scattered depending upon the roughness of the surface related to the wavelength of incident energy. Okay. So reflection is depends upon roughness of the surface and also incident energy of wavelength. Interaction with Earth surface reflection process is specular reflection, diffuse reflection. Okay, so see the difference. Specular reflection, that is incident rays, coming rays or incident rays, angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. But in diffuse reflection, angle of incident is not equal to angle of reflection, but rays are reflected. Okay, see the difference. So diffuse reflection, it occurs when the surface is smooth and flat. A mirror like or a smooth reflection is obtained where complete of nearly complete incident energy is reflected in one direction, and a specular reflection when the surface is rough and the energy is reflected uniformly in all directions. Energy interaction with Earth's surface feature. First figure is about ideal specular. Second is the ideal diffuse, near diffuse, and near specular. So that depends on the surface roughness. Spectral reflectance and a spectral signature, that is R lambda equal to energy of wavelength lambda reflected from the object by energy of wavelength lambda incident of the object. By this we calculate spectral signature. That is the REI. The process of interaction with Earth surface is the observation. So radiation is observed by the target. A portion of observed by Earth's surface is available for emission as thermal radiation. So see the observation process. Incident rays is coming to the Earth's surface and total ray energy of electromagnetic wave is observed by this Earth surface, and again this energy is converted and emitted by emission energy, and this energy, stored energy, is again emit as thermal radiation. That is the thermal energy also. So in observation process also one process is occur, that is the transfer of energy from one phase to second phase. Transfer of energy. Next process of interaction is the transmission. So in transmission, radiation is allowed to pass through the target. Since the velocity and wavelength of radiation, transmitted energy may be further scattered or observed in the medium. See the transmission and refraction process. Incident rays coming, some rays are observed, some rays are reflected, and some rays are transmitted. So here in image, a lake is, a fish is in lake, and a boy is stand here and see the fish. Then due to refraction, the position of fish is changed. The image is above the actual position. Okay, this show the image is at apparent depth, but actual depth is below the apparent depth. Similarly, see the glass of water. In here, in glass of water also we can see refraction process. Next is the energy interaction with Earth surface feature, that is reflection, absorption and transmission. So the energy incident on surface may be partially reflected, observed or transmitted. So which process takes place on the surface depend on the following factor. That factor is the wavelength of radiation, angle at which radiation intersects the surface, composition and physical properties of the surface. Okay. Relationship between reflection, absorption and transmission, that is based on principle of conservation of energy as a function of wavelength. So even energy is the emitted by source, that is E1. So even energy equal to ER plus EA plus ET. That means some energy is reflected, some energy is observed and some energy is transmitted, but all energy equal to incident energy. Okay, so on the basis of conservation of energy, we can write this equation in terms of lambda. Reflection versus scattering, what is the difference? So see the diagram. In reflection, incident rays is come and reflect in direction with the angle, with the same angle. In a scattering, to the earth surface and is scattered in different direction. So incident rays is redirected, but a scattering is a special type of reflection. Angle of incident equal to angle of reflection, but in a scattering, incident energy is diffused in many directions, so angle is not equal and often called diffuse reflection. And reflection, the reflected radiation leave the surface at the same angle it is approached. Reflection or a scattering also depends on the roughness of the surface with respect to incident wavelength. So if roughness of the surface is less than incident wavelength, then smooth surface and a smooth surface, reflection is perfect reflection is occurs. Roughness of surface, if roughness of surface is increased, then a scattering process may be happen. See the image, that is obtained by remote sensing. So in this figure, image resolution refer to number of pixels in per unit area. So what is image resolution? Image resolution means number of pixels per unit area. Okay. So the term resolution is used in both traditional and digital photography to describe quality of image. So see the, after zooming we can see the pixel. 1 square in see this figure. There are lots of square. There are lots of square in this image. So 1 square is known as 1 pixel. Okay. 1 square is known as 1 pixel. So image resolution, types of resolution are spatial resolution, temporal resolution, spectral resolution, and radiometric resolution. What is spatial resolution? So spatial resolution is specific as pixel size of satellite image. Spatial resolution specifies the pixel size of satellite image covering the Earth's surface. So high spatial resolution, that is 0.41 to 4 meter, and low spatial resolution is the 30 to 1000 meter. So 1 pixel image, if given 1 pixel image, that means 1 meter into 1 meter in land area is given. So below the illustration of how the same image might appear at different pixel resolution. So see the image. In first image, pixel is 1 into 1. Is there any image, clear image? No. If pixel is 2 into 2, image is not clear. If pixel is 5 into 5, image is not clear. If pixel is 16 into 16, some image, something is that, but not clear image. Next, if pixel is increased 20 into 20, it is visible image, but not very much clear. So then again increase pixel, that is 50 into 50, and again increase 100 into 100, then image is very clear. We can say that is HD image. Okay. So if pixel resolution is increased, so image quality is also good. Point is clear? Again see the image of different spatial resolution. In first image, spatial resolution is 40 into 40. Is it image is clear? Is it clear? 40 into 40 resolution. If pixel is 40 into 40, image is not clear. If resolution is high, that is pixel 80 into 80, image is clear than previous. If now pixel is increased 320 into 320, then picture is almost clear. Low pixel image and high pixel image. So pixel represents spatial resolution. Next is the temporal resolution. So the temporal resolution specifies the revisiting frequency of satellite sensor for a specific location. So high temporal resolution less than 24 hours to 3 days. Medium temporal resolution is 4 to 16 days. Low temporal resolution is greater than 16 days. Days. Next is the spectral resolution. Difference in wavelength. It specifies the number of spec band in which the sensor can collect reflected radiation. High spectral resolution is the 220 band, medium spectral resolution is the 3 to 15 band, and low spectral resolution is the 3 band. Resolution band is presented. 3 type of spectral resolution range, that is 220 band, 3 band, and 3 band. See the color variation is blue, green, and red only. Blue, green, and red. Blue, green, red color invisible. That has wavelength is 0.4 to 0.7 micron. So the wavelength for blue, for red, and for green is also given. 0 to 0.4 to 0.5, that is blue range. 0.5 to 0.6 lambda is green range, and 0.6 to 0.7 red range. So color differences show by spectral resolution. So image, this is black and white image. Black and white image. Single sensing device. Intensity is sum of intensity of all visual length. The intensity of this image is equal to intensity of all visible length. Spectral, different spectral zone, that is blue, green, and red color. Using increased spectral resolution, 3 sensing wavelengths, that is blue, green, red, add information. So see the difference. This is the spectral resolution is 0, that is any color, black and white image. Same image is in color form. So in this case, red, green, and blue color can be combined to get full color radiation. So green and red color is the basic color. Next is the radiometric resolution. So the measure of sensor ability to discriminate small difference in magnitude of radiation within the ground area that correspond to single raster cell. Also, the greater the bit depth, number of data bits per pixel of the image that sensor record, the higher its radiometric resolution. The ABHRR sensor, for example, stored 2 to the power 10 bit per pixel as opposed to the 2 to the power 8 bits per pixel that the Landsat sensor records. see the difference in image at different radiometric resolution. That means bit. If 8-bit to 56 gray shade, then image is first one. If 4-bit 16 gray shade is used, then image is second one. If only 2-bit is used, then image is not clear, and only 1-bit 2 gray shade is used, then image is very bad, not visible, not recognized. So this is the difference of radiometric. Now clear the different type of resolution: spectral resolution, spatial resolution, temporal resolution, and radiometric resolution. So comparison of satellite based on resolution. So first satellite is GOES that have spatial resolution is 1 kilometer per. So this, if resolution is spatial resolution is 1 kilometer, that is very less. So this is the poor quality of image. It gives poor quality of image. A spectral is one visual band only. Spectral resolution is only also one visual band only. Temporal resolution is 15 minutes only. Okay. Next is the Landsat satellite. So in Landsat satellite system, a spatial resolution is 30 meters. That is excellent. Also, spectral is the 6 band and temporal is the 2B. So these are the table for different types of satellite that is used in India have a special different type of a spatial, spectral and temporal resolution. Different type of resolution is clear to everyone. Different type of resolution. Now remote sensing application. So where we can use remote sensing? So remote sensing is a software application that process remote sensing data and enable generating geographic information from satellite and airborne sensor data. So read a specialized file format that contains sensor image data, georeferencing information and sensor metadata also. Some of more popular remote sensing file format is GeoTIFF, NITF, HDF and NetCDF. So in this type of file format, we can get data either NetCDF, either HDF, either GeoTIFF, either NITF. So this file we can extract through either GIS software, either MATLAB, and analyze that. Second important application of remote sensing is the to flood estimation. So according to obtained data, after analyzing the data, we can estimate flood or drought or any climatical condition. This is the level of estimation by remote sensing. acquisition by remote sensing. Also, we can find by remote sensing weather map. So see the weather map that is obtained by remote sensing system. Okay, voice is audible now. So application of remote sensing is also in broad area, that is crop building, tsunamis, study of tsunamis, forest fires, regional planning also, surveying in inaccessible areas where we cannot reach. In that portion, we can survey with the help of remote sensing. Also, flood and drought warning. So, for the study of weather condition, for the study of analyzing the data, which is obtained by remote sensing, that is rainfall data or any other temperature data, any other climatic data. So, with the help of that data analysis, we can we can alert for flood and drought condition also. So what is the advantage and disadvantage of remote sensing? So advantage is to provide data of large areas, provide data of very remote and inaccessible region, and also able to obtain images of any area over a continuous period of time through which any anthropogenic or natural change in the landscape can be analyzed. Also, advantage is relatively inexpensive when compared to employing a team of surveyor, easy and rapid collection of data and also accurate data, and also rapid production of map and interpretation with the help of remote sensing. But also some disadvantage of remote sensing, that is the interpretation of images require a certain skill level. Okay, so remote sensing system for the interpretation of data and image processing, a skilled person should be a skilled person, require a skilled person, and also need cross verification with ground field survey data. Data from multiple sources may create confusion. So some data obtained by remote sensing, that also create confusion. Some data may be wrong, not accurate for every condition. So distortion may occur in an image due to relative motion of sensor and sources. So some distortion also occurs in remote sensing system due to relative motion of sensor and sources. Okay, so these are the some advantage and disadvantage of remote sensing system. So remote sensing system is now completed today. So is there any question? Please ask. If any question to anyone, so please ask.
Recording in progress.
Anyone have any doubt, any question? So please tell me. Okay, so today class now in now. So we start a new chapter in next class. Okay, thank you everyone.